Quality high. American made spas starting at just $24.99. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
You know, I was going to say we're going to get you feeling good this morning because Ed Jones and Katie Kuhlman are here from Nutrition World. I'm going to change my word though, and I'm going to say we're going to get you feeling empowered. Because as I've talked to y'all, and every time I talk to you, we always leave the conversation knowing more, learning more, but you don't wag your finger in people's face and say life is hopeless. You beckon people to come because there's hope out there, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been doing this for 45 years. Heard so many stories. We have over about 350 to 400 people per day come to Nutrition World, and most of them want exactly what you said, to be empowered. And I'll tell you a real quick story. A lady came to me named Sally about 3 years ago, about 50 years old, chronic anxiety, chronic brain fog, lack of energy, had miscarriages earlier, treated by the laundry list of pharmaceuticals, never really gets to the bottom of it. Well, there's a gene called MTHFR, methyl tetrafolate reductase, that is responsible for so many functions in the body, and traditional medicine is not testing for it. It's very easy to test, and it's also moderately easy to balance the gene. Here's the thing, most of us have been told a lie as we grew up. Oh, genes, which are like blueprints, that when you build a house, you have a blueprint. Well, our genes are the blueprint of how our chemistry works, but we've been told we can't do anything about it. That is not true. We can silence them or we can make them more active. That's what we can do about it. And this gene has caused havoc in the health of the people who have it, which is 40% of the population.
Okay, so I want to pause a second because when I've had a chance to talk to them a little bit before we went on camera, and you say a lot in a little bit of time. So the gene again is called
MTHFR.
MTHFR. That the research that you see is that, from what you can tell, always about 40% of us carry the gene, 60% don't.
That's right.
What that gene does, if it's in balance in your body, is pretty much nothing, right?
It helps function for your detox pathways, number one. So when it's healthy, you're able to take the heavy metals that come from vaccines and fillings and diesel fumes and then all the chemicals from plastic bottles and everything we live under. I mean, we can't live without being in a chemical world because we want all the stuff we want. Outgassing from these pieces of furniture, all this is cumulative, but that's kind of okay if you have a body that can detoxify. But when that gene is not functioning, you can't detoxify. So you fill that cup of poisons within yourself, disease, brain fog, and like I said, Sally, the lady came to me, she finally found the fact that she can live a quality life by balancing this gene.
So what y'all done, and we'll just kind of talk as we think of things, okay? Maybe not circuitous. But what y'all have done at Nutrition World, Katie, is you've had this wellness center.
Right.
So that you don't just come in and find vitamins and supplements that you want, foods that you want. You then have doctors and testings that you do.
Exactly.
So there's actually a $75 test, that's it, to find out if you even have this gene.
Exactly.
Because if you don't know, you can't do anything.
Right.
Yes.
And you can go on our website and look a little deeper into this, nutritionw.com. At the very top, there's a tab that says blood testing, and you can go there and see the pricing. But again, it's the MTHFR test. You'll be able to find out if you have one SNP of the gene or you have both. So there's basically one level that's going to be a little less aggressive and a little bit a double hit that would mean you're really going to have to work a little bit harder at the balancing of this gene.
Okay.
So I have a double hit, so I have to work a little bit harder. Before the show, we were talking about another effect of this gene. He mentioned it, your ability to detox. It also has a lot to do with brain chemistry. So it has a lot to do with if you're not methylating properly, meaning you're not utilizing your B vitamins from your food or from your diet or from your supplements, your body can't create the right neurotransmitters and it can't break down the transmitters properly. So there's a buildup and a breakdown of neurotransmitters that a lot of people don't understand.
What would that look like in your daily life?
It could
then?
look like anxiety, depression, ruminating thoughts, OCD. And again, we're never treating or diagnosing. We're just trying to help optimize someone's life. So when someone doesn't have those in balance, they may be seeing a bit of those symptoms in their life.
Okay.
And here's the dirty secret. Folic acid, which has been wonderful to help reduce spina bifida and some pregnancy issues.
Yeah.
That's old school. It still prevents that, but what the problem is, it makes the gene more active. It makes it out of balance. We do not want folic acid. In fact, I did a little thing here, and I put on here, I don't know if you can see it, but it says folic acid is a no. Folate, which is a natural food version of folic, is a yes. So when you look at your vitamins, multivitamin, B complex, if it says folic, personally throw it in the garbage
Yeah.
in the next 5 minutes.
Okay, but hold on. I'm going to pause you there because there are a lot of people watching and this is new to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I was the mom who took folic acid with both of my pregnancies, and it's what you do. So you're not selling all women don't take folic acid, are you?
I'm saying you switch it to folate, which you purchase instead of folic.
Right.
You know, we only know what we know, and we learn with time. We didn't know that folate was the superior form when you did it. We didn't know that. Now, it still did wonderful for your body, your baby. It still could do that, but and for 9 months it won't matter. But you do that for the 20 years, you're going to be like the lady I spoke about with all of the issues that you can't seem to get a handle on.
Okay.
If you have the gene. So
If you have
perhaps
the
you
gene.
didn't have the gene, you know,
Right.
so you were able to utilize folic. I would not be able to utilize folic.
Because it wasn't that the not utilizing folic was going to hurt the baby.
No, not the
Is that
baby.
it was going to make your life more
Exactly.
problematic.
Right.
It's fine for the baby.
Okay.
Right.
Just wanted to get in
Yeah.
the weeds
Yeah.
on that one before I had a lot of people
And what we're
panic.
discussing is B9. So the exact vitamin is B9. It's just there's different forms of it. So folic, folate, methylfolate. And if you don't know if you have the gene or not, you might as well take the superior form, which is folate or methylfolate,
Gotcha.
because everybody can use that.
Okay, I know you brought some products here, and I don't want to waste our time. So if you do the testing, you find out that you're a slight hit or a double hit, then are these things that you can do to help?
These are the processes, the nutrients, the nutraceuticals, the green pharmacy that will help silence that gene. It is not a one-size-fit-all. Katie can attest to that. I have a one hit on that gene. I have far more room to kind of play with these things. She doesn't. She has a very narrow. So she actually has people like a coach that can help her manage that,
Yeah.
and through blood testing, symptoms and things. But normally, like Metagenics is a great company. Methylcare, that's been our longest selling product that has to do with balancing this gene. You simply take 2 pills a day.
Right.
That's all you do.
You know, usually when y'all are here, we have a chance to kind of go product by product, and we didn't get that chance this time.
We
but
don't
we
need
did
to.
That's
talk
okay.
information, and I think the thing to know too is that information power is king. You know, knowledge is power. So once you know, then you can find the right course and quit
Exactly.
experimenting with your life.
Absolutely. And Dr. Lynch, Ben Lynch is the guy to go on Instagram or on
Yeah.
YouTube to learn more about this.
Or nutritionw.com.
Exactly.
Feels good to be home.
Ashley's Memorial Day sale is going on now, and everything is on sale, featuring our largest selection of hot buys ever, up to 50% off. This summer,